massive cruise full of tourists coming into Nashville. Now, I usually post this kind of videos on my other YouTube channel. In fact, I think I'm gonna post this video on both channels, Stock Music Licensing and my personal brand channel, where I'm talking about mindset, business, and of course, lifestyle. Now, I live in a beautiful location, and I've posted many videos from this location. And I wanna share something with you, because even though you're here for certain type of topics, you've been following me here because you are a composer or musician, I want to talk to you about personal development and mindset. And if you're new to the channel, I have talked a lot about this over the years. Now, how does this relate to you? How does this relate to music licensing? How does sales and personal development relate to music licensing? And why am I talking about this, and why I have created a second channel talking about mindset, business, and lifestyle? And I want to share with you very quickly here how personal development has helped me get ahead in life, live where I want to live, and achieve a level of success that I thought that was not possible. Now, again, this is going to be a little bit of a different video, but if you are a musician or a composer, then you need to invest in yourself. This might look different for you, but for me, back in the day, it was getting rid of very bad habits like smoking and smoking weed. I've done videos about this here on the channel. That was number one. Number two, take ownership and responsibilities for my failures. Take ownership and responsibilities for my failures. If you're gonna celebrate every time you win, then you have to take responsibility when you lose. That's number one, and that's what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people try to blame circumstances and try to blame the external factor of why they're not where they want to be. I've been there, okay? I've been there many times. Kalimera says. Get rid of bad habits. For me, it was smoking cigarettes, and smoking weed. I was a daily weed smoker. That was my biggest vice, all right? And that was holding me back. It was holding me back. So that was number one. Number two, take responsibility for everything that is happening in my life. My relationship is shit, I need to work on that. My finances are not where they need to be, I need to work on that. I'm a terrible father, I need to work on that. Invest in yourself. You need to vibrate at a higher frequency. Get rid of any distractions. For me, it was getting rid of the media, okay? Mass media, like for example, the news. Doesn't matter where you live, the news is always the same. CNN, Fox, BBC, it doesn't matter. Here in Greece, the news are just terrible. There's nothing good and positive when you watch the news, especially early in the morning. I'm going for an early morning walk. I've been doing this since ever. Right? And I listen to an audiobook, I listen to a podcast, and it's all in the personal development space. Now, I'm a guy who comes from an artistic background. Right? I play the guitar, I compose music for media, I teach, as you know, I teach about music licensing. I teach musicians and composers how to get into music licensing and how to earn money with that. Okay, so I'm teaching what I'm doing, right? I have created my personal brand channel, which has my name, to talk more in depth about this topic, which is all about mindset and how I created stock music licensing as an online business, as a knowledge business, teaching what I know. What do I know? Well, I know how to make money with my music. That's quite clear. I have shared that on my stock music licensing YouTube channel. But I also run a business teaching about that. There's a lot of composers here and a lot of musicians as well who want to set up a business. Some of you have actually taken my online course on music licensing, but you have also reached out to set up a knowledge business. Pretty much, you are guitar players, you're musicians, you're producers who want to set up a YouTube channel and create an online course and build your own online business. So I share all of this on that channel. How do I got to that place? How do I got to this place, right? Well, the only reason why I'm here today is because I invested in myself. I know it sounds cheesy. The personal development space, the mindset space, the life coach space sounds very cheesy for a lot of people. And I get it. Quite frankly, any space or any niche, wow, these birds are going crazy today, but this is right before sunrise. Quite frankly, the personal space sounds cheesy. I admit that. So when I talk about mindset and personal development on Stock Music Licensing YouTube channel, some people feel weird about it. They just say, I want to know about how to mix my music better. I just want to make money with my music. And they don't get it. They don't get it that they are the ones who are getting in their own way. They just don't get it. The problem is not the mix. The problem is not the plug-in. The problem is your mindset around your music. You don't have a strong enough reason to do what is necessary in order to succeed. Now, you already know about music. You probably need to sharpen up your skills. You just need to get more practice. You probably need a coach. You probably need a step-by-step process. But you already know what's happening. You get it. You're just not willing to put one foot in front of the other and understand that it might be hard in the beginning. And even if you reach a certain level of success, there are going to be times who are going to be difficult for you. I have documented this on my YouTube channel on Stock Music Licensing. How many times I tried to quit. I couldn't quit. Why? Because I am not going to let myself down. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to make the music. I've proven to myself that I can earn a full-time income just with the music alone. All right? So just because I'm going through a dip in life, or because the market has changed, right? I'm not gonna stop. That comes down to mindset. That comes down to personal development. That comes down to believing in yourself. I don't let the outside world control my environment, where I'm at, okay? I control my environment. The only reason why I'm here is because I was able to figure out how to make money with my music. That's number one. Then after that was sharing my knowledge about music on YouTube. Then after that was creating online programs about how to do the music. This is a natural evolution. There's a lot of haters out there saying, if you're making money with the music, why are you selling a course? Well, quite frankly, that's a problem of mindset. Those who know and want to get ahead in life want to help other people do the same thing. You know how many people, how many composers are out there who are better than me, who are doing greater than me, and they don't share their knowledge with you? Now ask yourself that question, why? They're afraid that you might succeed and take their place. That's the reality. You know how many times people have commented on my content because I'm creating competition for myself because I'm talking about what I do? That's a problem of mindset. Invest in yourself, work on your craft. You want to build a business, it starts with the personal development first. It starts with the mindset first. Figuring yourself out first. Get rid of any roadblocks. Get rid of any limiting belief that you might have. Then go into the business. If you're a musician and composer, which you probably are, because I know that you guys are watching me on my other YouTube channel. In fact, I have created a third YouTube channel, which is in Spanish. And I'm not talking about music there. But I'm talking about how someone that is a foreigner lives abroad, working completely online, doing music, teaching about mindset, teaching about how to set up an online business. So I'm talking about everything. So this is my journey, and I want to share it with you here. Hopefully I can inspire you, because I can't help people, all right? Now, I don't have a God complex, or I don't have a Jesus Christ complex, but I've been helped by so many people online with free content, and I have hired coaches as well, okay? I have taken online courses. I have done all of those things. I have read the books. I still invest in myself on a regular basis by doing walks like this ones, which helps me with my mindset. It helps me get rid of negativity. I have done all of that. I do the daily work. So I feel it's a responsibility for me to give back. Kalimera, sir. I feel it's my responsibility to give back, to put something back on the internet. So whether I'm learning something about music production, or I'm learning about how can I increase my sales with the music, I want to put it online, okay? I want to share that with someone that might benefit from it, because I learned something. I want to put it back on the internet. I'm not just a consumer. I'm not a taker, okay? I produce more than I consume. On my stock music licensing YouTube channel, I have hundreds and thousands of videos. Actually, I'm approaching 1,000 videos. It's not a lot. And it's not a numbers game, but I mean, it's a lot of videos, man. And lately I've been going daily. I'm thinking about showing up twice a day now. I'm starting to do shorts, because I wanna leave the door open behind me, okay? I don't wanna shut that door closed. Go figure it out by yourself. That's what average people do. And even successful people do that. Okay? It's precisely the people that are up there that cannot be related to someone that is starting out. I don't know why this video sounds like a rant. I'm in a really positive mood, okay? But I want to share with you everything that I'm about, and I want to document my journey as I've always done it since 2016 when I started to do YouTube videos. You have seen the evolution of Daniel. Obviously, I'm growing older, right? I'm going grayer. Doesn't matter, man, you know? I want to share what I have learned about music, about business, about lifestyle, right? And I want to help you achieve your goals and dreams. When I'm doing one-on-one coaching with musicians and composers, just about the music, okay? Most of these Zoom calls, they think that they just want to talk about the mix, but most of the Zoom calls is like a fucking therapy session, because their spouse does not believe in them. They have deep trauma around the music because they have a day job, and they just don't believe in themselves. Now, I'm not saying to anybody that they need to quit their job or get a divorce in order to pursue their music career or their music dreams. I'm not saying that, right? Not at all. But if you don't even have the balls to do this thing on the side with music, okay, and you're a grown-ass man or woman, and you don't have the support of your spouse, family members, and you have massive resistance, that's because that is a mirror. That's what you're reflecting to your spouse. That's what you're reflecting to the world. That, hey, you can't make money with music. I'm a grown-ass man. Who am I to just follow my dreams now? Right? If I didn't do it when I was in my 20s and I'm not famous by now, why will I just pursue music again? And for money, because what I do, I'm in the business of selling to musicians the idea and the promise that you can earn money with your music. That's a fucked up business to be in. I could easily just choose how to live in Greece, right? As a foreigner. That would be an easier niche. But no. I teach musicians, and all my content on my stock music licensing YouTube channel is about that idea and that promise. Like, hey dude, hey mate, hey gal, this is what I'm doing with my music. Listen to my music here. These are the sales right now, not 5 years ago. These are the sales as they're happening. These are the libraries. Learn about this. This is what I'm doing. This is my house. This is my gear, right? I'm doing this right now. And I'm selling that idea to musicians that they can do the same thing with their own music. But they don't even believe in themselves. They don't believe in their music. So it's my job to believe in me, okay? That if I can do it, you can do it too. I mean, come on, man, listen to my music, right? I might be a little bit ahead, but I'm doing my shit. I'm doing my own music. You can do your music. I've heard your music. You know that people that quit are the most talented ones? I had once, I'm not gonna say names, but I was coaching once a very talented young man, super talented young man. I'm not even gonna say what type of genre he was working on because he might be watching this. He was so talented, but I said to him, you tick all the boxes for people that fail and quit. You're super talented, you're super young, and your music production is just through the roof. I mean, you're so good, you're so good, and you're paying me to help you. And you're still not convinced. Prove me wrong. 2 months later, he dropped off the program. He didn't do what she wanted to do. You can pass, yes. How are you, Kalimera? Good morning.
Kalimera.
That's very respectful. They're watching me do a video and then she was just waiting for me to finish. But I can see this a mile away, okay? When I'm working with somebody and I see that they're really, really talented and they have the gear, they have everything. I hear the music and I'm like, holy shit, this is really, really good. How come you're not ahead? That's my first question. Why you're not ahead? And obviously they have tried once. It didn't go the way they wanted to. But in this particular case, with this particular composer, producer that I'm talking about here that quit, that was super young and super talented, he had massive, massive pressure from the spouse. Massive pressure, and from the family. I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe that he had some type of deadline. If by then you're not making this, or if you're not being successful, then you need to give that all up and just move on. I told the guy, like, man, you're so young. You're not even 23. And you're already married. I got married a little bit later than that. But he was already on it. He was already in this path that we call life. He was already in that path of walking life, had a spouse, had a day job, so, no biggie. Do the music on the side, man. You're super talented. How come you're gonna throw that all away? Forget about the money. You don't even need the money at this point. You have a day job. But people quit. People give up on their dreams. Now, it's not about the money. Sometimes people complain to me like, oh yeah, but you earn that you earn just that with the music. It's not enough. Your paycheck is not enough. How much you make per hour on your day job, on your 9 to 5? Your pension is not enough. You know how many pensioners I have on my program? You'll be surprised. When I'm teaching about online business, by the way, this is a little bit of a crossover video like I was mentioning in the beginning. When I'm teaching about online business and tell people to put themselves online and build a personal brand and monetize their knowledge, there is no way that you can create your content around an avatar or say, this is my ideal client. There's no way. Unless you have an online program already and you're selling something, there's no way that you're gonna find out who your client is going to be, okay? So for example, if you're a musician and you play the guitar, your guitar teacher in person, okay? I have somebody like that, by the way. He wanted to transfer his coaching, his in-person teaching to the online space. Pretty much just create an online course on how to play the guitar. The thing that he did in person, he was just sick of it because it was too many clients. And he was doing this full time already. He was a professional guitar teacher in person. The thing that you need to set up is put yourself online. You need to transfer what you do in the real world, put it online, and sell your online course about how to play the guitar. The same thing that you do in person, put it online. How do you do that? Well, you need to build a personal brand around that. You need to build content around that. You need to start a YouTube channel. You don't start with the online course first because you have no clients, but you need to build a small audience. But when I say this to clients, okay, and for example, in this case, the guitar teacher, he's so used to his local area. They're like, well, I'm teaching, this is my ideal client, right? This is where I live, so I can only teach in the area because I can't travel very far, obviously. Right? It's in person, so he will go to people's houses, or people will come to his house to learn how to play the guitar. When you're in the online space, you're gonna be teaching to the whole world, man. It's not just your space. It's not just the block where you live. It's not just a neighborhood, all right? It's a global thing. Kalimera. When you do this, there is no avatar. You could have somebody that is young and is a student and wants to learn how to play the guitar. You could have somebody who is a pensioner who wants to get into music and wants to learn how to play the guitar. There's no way you can tell unless you sell something, but you need to build it first. When I launched my course, the Ultimate Stock Music Masterclass, which was my first online course, I'm still offering that to this day. It's my premium course. And I have added content over the years, all right? When I sold that, and I launched that for the very first time, I opened the doors for 5 days. I was shocked of the client who purchased that course from all walks of life. I thought that people were gonna buy my course were people like me with a long beard. Back then I had a massive beard. Long bearded, stay-at-home dads trying to make ends meet by doing music. I thought that was gonna be my clientele. People like me. Like, that's my avatar. You know, I'm creating stuff for me. In fact, this video is for myself, right? I want to connect with you, but I create stuff that I would like to consume. And this is where the whole become a producer and a creator comes into play. Don't just sit around watching these videos, do something. Make the music, build a business, get into personal development, move to fucking Greece. You know, I mean, whatever it takes, but just do something about the things that is important to you. Some construction's going on over there. That beach right there, I don't know if you can see it, but that in the summer is jam-packed, and there's a cafe there. It's like a cafe bar every summer. So they work it's closed in the winter, and then when it comes close to summertime, they start building and redoing the whole thing. Anyways, there's no way you can tell what your client is going to be if you're building a business. You have no idea. And this, again, it comes down to the mindset and personal development. When my clients are older than me and they come to me for the music, for example, I get it. Of course it makes sense. You want to make some money on the side. You know, you have your guitar. You have your wife nagging at you. You want to do something with your time. You can take up fishing. You know, that's a good hobby, especially here where I live, right? There's plenty of fishermen around. But you have this passion for music, and you know that it's not over. And what a better way to put yourself to the test than not just making music for fun so someone else can listen to it. Actually, make music and put it in a marketplace so you can earn some extra side income. That's a good way to test yourself. At least that's the way I see it. They don't say this to me, but I know that that's where they're going with it. Like, it would be nice to add another $500 or $1,000 even. Imagine that, having an extra $1,000 per month with your pension. That doesn't sound like a bad plan, you know? You're a pensioner. By the way, I have pensioners from all over the world. One of my biggest clients, he was from Holland. He passed away, actually, while he was a member of my private community in Stock Music Licensing Mastermind private community. Rest in peace, my good friend. I became friends. I build relationships with my clients. I'm in the business of building relationships. Now, I cannot do that with the music, right? With the music, I compose the music, and I just upload it to the online space, to different marketplace. My relationships are with the libraries, but I don't have a personal relationship. The personal relationships that I build are here on YouTube. Whether it's on my stock music licensing YouTube channel, my Daniel Carrizales YouTube channel, or now my Spanish YouTube channel. I have a video that I'm talking about geopolitical issues on that Spanish channel. He's doing very well. Obviously, I'm talking about hate and xenophobia and all of this, but I have connected with so many people. And guess what I'm doing there? I'm talking about this YouTube channel. In my other YouTube channel, I say like, hey, this is what I'm doing, man. This is where I live. I grew up in Venezuela, I speak Spanish. I'm gonna create content in Spanish, just because, all right? But mainly because I wanna connect with other people. And yes, I wanna practice my Spanish because I lived many years away from Venezuela. I've lived such a amazing life because I've traveled all over the world. America, I live in America, I live in Canada, I live in the UK, as you know, if you've been following me, and I moved here to Greece. But on that Spanish channel, I'm talking about what I do for a living. And obviously I talk about the music. It's kind of like this video. Like it's like a very generic talk. It's a vlog talking about how I live abroad and how I earn a living, because most people, when they go to another country, is because they want to earn money, right? They got a job somewhere in the States, so they have to move their asses over there, or they go and migrate to another country altogether in the hopes of a better future. That's what we do. I live in Greece, but I work completely online. In fact, my income is completely in dollars. Everything that I earn, every single cent is in dollar. And nothing, absolutely anything, is guaranteed for me. Not the music sales, not the course sales, nothing. I have to work for that. And that's why I believe in entrepreneurship. It doesn't matter if you're a musician or not. I believe that entrepreneurship is the best personal development program in the world. I didn't say that. One of my online gurus, coaches said that. Entrepreneurship is the best personal development program in the world. Why? Because you will come face to face with your insecurities, your imposter syndrome, your limiting beliefs, your self-doubt that we all have. You have to put yourself in a situation where you're gonna grow. And what a better way to test yourself and to invest in yourself than entrepreneurship. You're a musician and you believe that your music is shit and you can't earn money with your music, then that's exactly what you're gonna get. All right? You're a musician and you wanna not only earn money with your music through music licensing, but you wanna teach about that. And you wanna learn how to build a business like I did, then you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you have the knowledge. Of course, you have to do it first. You can't teach something that you haven't done before, right? If I'm gonna teach you about music licensing, I have to have some results, right? I better show you my results. If I'm teaching you about online business, I have to show you the results. I have to show you the testimonials. I have to show you the course. I have to show you behind the scenes as much as possible. I work completely online. In fact, if you've been following me for years, you see me throughout my day posting on Instagram, on Facebook, here on YouTube, of course, which is my platform of choice. And this is what I do. In fact, I'm going home right now, a little bit late now. I have to go home and do some work, right? And for me, work is uploading this video, checking out some emails with some clients, right? Dealing with music as well. So I do so many things, man. But this is a natural evolution. It's a natural evolution of growth. You cannot stop it. I mean, I could stop it, but I will be doing a disservice to the world, to humanity, to my girls, okay? I know it sounds a little bit grandiose, but what's the point of achieving something in life like success? Whatever success means to you. To me, success means this: I mean, today is Wednesday morning. It's a Wednesday morning. I'm going for a walk. You know how many people right now at this time are commuting to go to work, to a 9 to 5 that they hate? And they have no intention of quitting or changing anything in their circumstances? Calimera. You know how many people are in unhappy relationships and they don't do anything about it? Now, I'm not saying that you have to break the relationship, but do something about it. I'm not saying that you have to quit your 9 to 5 and put your family in danger financially, but do something about it. So for me, success means this: to be able to actually walk this path, live where I live, and record a YouTube video with my iPhone. That's success to me, man, on a weekday. Okay, I'm not doing this on my spare time. This is my life, and this becomes part of what I do. This becomes part of my business, right? Take stock, no pun intended. Take stock of your life. What are you good at? What do you like to do? How do you see yourself in the future? If you could live the perfect day, what would that look like? What will a perfect day look like for you? I'll tell you what my perfect day will look like for me. To be able to wake up and feel grateful for the mere fact that I'm alive. That's number one. Gratitude. Number one. Number two, get out of the house immediately and take some fresh air. I work from home, so I need to take some fresh air. I don't commute to work, so I need to, I guess, create my own commute, if you will. All right, that's how conditioned we've been, I guess. Yeah, I need to do a little bit of a walk, pretend that I'm going to work. Right now, I'm going to the house. Okay? Immediately get into business. Early in the morning. First thing. That could mean many things. Back in the day, it was just composing music. Now is music, YouTube videos, emails. You know, how can I expand my brand? How can I record the other videos for my other YouTube channels? How can I help more people? How can I leave the door open behind me? Not close it. Leave it open and say, this is what you can do. This is what I'm doing. This is how I can help you. There's plenty of free resources, whether it's about music licensing or online business or mindset. Consume the whole thing. Grab it and run with it. Okay? Join my mailing list, download the thing, unsubscribe and run with it. Okay? I don't care. My job is to produce the thing, to give it away, and hope it will work for you. Most likely it will work for you because it has worked for me. Right? Some people are going to be invested, and some people are going to be working together with you. A lot of people, in fact, are going to be working with you if you put yourself out there first, if you create enough content, if you create enough music, if you come across as yourself. Be yourself. Whether it's creating music, whether it's creating YouTube videos, whether it's creating an online business, whether it's being around your family and your spouse with your energy, be yourself. Believe in yourself. Work on yourself. And by the way, you cannot help someone else if you don't help yourself first. So you better have your shit together in all areas of life in order to help someone else. You know how many videos I see online about people giving advice on relationships and they're in their 20s and they just broke up with their girlfriend? I mean, it's a fucking joke, man. What the fuck are you doing? You have enough knowledge right now to teach someone else on how to do that thing that you do, whether that's playing the guitar, whether that's whatever it is. Okay? You know how many people are making money online and they're less talented than you? I have applied that philosophy and that concept in everything that I do. I don't need to be the best, okay? But I don't need to be the worst either. Of course there's more successful YouTubers than me. Of course there's more composers who are more successful than me. So what? I'm not gonna do my own thing? The same is in business. Of course there's many gurus who are teaching about business and how to set up an online business. So what? I'm not gonna do my thing? In fact, I'm rubbing shoulders. I'm rubbing shoulders with one of my mentors, by the way. I'm in the same fucking space. And to me, it's an honor to have musicians who are following me and my mentor, putting my name in his name in the same sentence. It's a fucking honor. And I know that's possible because I have seen it. I have seen other people do it, and I want to do the same thing, right? I'm not just going to be in the sidelines watching. I'm not going to be a consumer and say, oh, I could probably teach about business as well. But I'm not going to do it because my mentor's already doing it. And you know, he's so far ahead, or he's doing this thing like this, right? I know I have what it takes. I believe in myself. Now, you might think, oh, it sounds a little bit arrogant. It sounds like you have a big ego. Well, my friend, the world is going to bring you down. The world is a negative place, you know, that will try to bring you down. Don't do that to yourself. Let the world do that. But are you going to do that to yourself as well with your negative self-talk? I've seen musicians and entrepreneurs do this. I mean, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. It really doesn't matter. I could be talking here about fitness and how to lose weight, and it will be the same topic. You know, you can see how you can transfer this thing that I'm talking about here, this content, this video. This could be transferred to any topic, to any industry, to any niche. It's a universal condition. It's a universal, blueprint, if you will, right? For success and failure. That's the blueprint. You do this, you get this result. You do that, you get that result. Or no result, which is worse. I'd rather fail than get no result, okay? At least I did something. I know what did not work. I know that something was not on point. If something went wrong, it's my responsibility. Going back to the beginning of the video. Take responsibility and ownership for everything that you do in life, whether that's music, relationship, your business, your health, everything. Take responsibility, man. Level the fuck up. Do something about it. Do something about it. What are you going to do today? Anyways, I hope this video finds you well. I'm going to go home now. Better do some work instead of doing some life lessons videos here. I hope this video finds you well, my friend. I'm going to leave in the description the different YouTube channels that I have, so you can check me out over there. Even if you don't speak Spanish, go and check me out over there. If you do speak Spanish, go and follow me there. If you're watching this on Stock Music Licensing, then go and watch my Mindset and Business personal channel where I'm talking about all of this. I'm not talking about music in that channel, but mainly about all of this that I'm talking about here, which is personal development and business. And if you're watching this on my channel, which has my name, Daniel Carrizales, then go and watch my YouTube channel, Stock Music Licensing, and the other channel, Daniel Carrizales en español. Muchas gracias, amigo, y nos vemos en otro video.